Language Notes, Topic 4, U.S. Wedding Customs, Part 2. As I mentioned, wedding parties in the U.S. can be very large. Sometimes the bride and groom choose to have a flower girl or flower girls. The job of a flower girl is to scatter flowers down the aisle before the procession. The procession is the walk by the bride down the aisle. This is a job for a girl. A young boy can be the ring bearer. This boy holds a pillow, and tied to the pillow are the wedding rings. If there is no ring bearer, usually the best man holds the rings until the appropriate time. These images may help you understand what a flower girl and ring bearer may look like. Again, there can only be one ring bearer, but there may be a few flower girls. There could be other children in the ceremony. If the bride has a very long train, there can be additional attendants, people who help the bride. They help carry her train as she walks down the aisle. Now, if the wedding party is really large, there may be several bridesmaids. You can choose a few, you can choose several. The more bridesmaids, the more expenses. Each bridesmaid wears a dress of the same color, chosen by the bride. The bridesmaids also walk down the aisle, and each of them walks with a groomsman. So their job is to attend to the needs of the bride and groom. They walk down the aisle, couple by couple, and then finally the bride makes her way down the aisle. Groomsmen sometimes serve as ushers, or there could be more people whose job is to be an usher. What's that? Ushers seat people before the ceremony begins. In the U.S., it's customary to have seats on the left and seats on the right. So if you are facing the front where the ceremony takes place, the bride's family sits over here to your left, and the groom's family sits on the right, your right. So as guests enter, the ushers ask, "Are you friends of the bride or groom?" And then they seat you in the right place. There truly are a lot of details to coordinate when you plan a wedding. That's why some people choose to hire a wedding coordinator or a wedding planner. You can hear wedding planner, wedding coordinator. This is a job. People coordinate or plan other people's weddings. Some choices are easy to make. For example, we have traditional music that plays when the bride and her father walk down the aisle. I believe that's "Here Comes the Bride," the bridal chorus. And there's traditional music that plays when, at the end of the ceremony, the bride and groom walk out. I believe that's the wedding march. Other choices can be hard. In any case, there are so many things to make decisions about, and that's why wedding planners can be a great help, but they're also expensive. Whether a couple hires a wedding planner or not, there are still a lot of parts of the ceremony that need to be rehearsed. Because there are so many parts, because all of this costs a lot of money, couples want everything to be as perfect as possible, so they practice. A couple days before the actual ceremony, there is a rehearsal, a practice. And then after that rehearsal, there is a rehearsal dinner. This is for both parents, both sets of parents, and for everyone in the wedding party. The rehearsal dinner, by tradition, is paid for by the groom's family. Weddings can truly be expensive, and if the couple is paying for their own wedding, then it's a very good thing that in the US there are a number of occasions on which people can give gifts to the couple. The couple may have a wedding registry. If the couple has a registry, this means they are registered at a store. They set up a list with items that they want or items that they wish to have. That makes gift giving a whole lot easier. You're buying things that you know the couple wants or needs. Now, when would you buy the gifts? There are so many different possible parties that a couple can have even before the actual wedding and wedding celebration. It can all begin with an engagement party. That's for bride and groom. There could also be, and usually is, a bridal shower for the bride. Her friends and close family throw her a party. They play games, they eat, and they give her gifts.
So what's the difference between a bridal shower and a bachelorette party? Look at the pictures. The bridal shower is a bit more formal. The bachelorette party is a night of fun with the girls. Usually the maid of honor organizes the bachelorette party very close to the wedding, perhaps with the help of the bridesmaids.
The groom also has a party. His close friends organize a bachelor party. If you're curious to know the details of these parties, you can go online and type in some keywords. Bachelor party ideas, bachelor party places, bachelor party entertainment, and the same for bachelorette party. Let's get back to the actual wedding ceremony. The most important part is the exchange of vows. Marriage vows are marriage promises. The exchange of vows is then followed by the exchange of rings, and then the kiss. Vows can be written by the couple themselves. They can choose to write their own words and then say their own promises to each other. But most often, the couple uses vows that are traditional for a wedding in the US. There's one of two ways that this could happen. Either they take turns saying the vows to each other, or the person who officiates, the judge, the rabbi, the minister, asks a question, and then the response is simple, I do, or I will. Let me share with you two common sets of vows. I have to read because it's a lot to memorize. Okay. I, Jennifer, take you, Constantine, to be my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do us part. Or, again, the person officiating can ask me, do you, Jennifer, take this man, Constantine, to be your wedded husband, to live together in marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, so long as you both shall live? I respond, I do.
After the vows comes the exchange of rings. In contrast to the engagement ring, which has a diamond, a wedding ring is a simple gold band. You'll hear wedding band. It means wedding ring. In the US, wedding rings are worn on the left hand, on that fourth finger. A woman wears a wedding band and wedding ring together. This is the end of part 2. Please go on to the final part of this lesson, Part 3. Please visit my website today at www.englishwithjennifer.com. You'll find study tips, interactive exercises, vocabulary videos, and more. As soon as you're done with the final part of this lesson, be sure to check out those exercises that I created to review all the parts of this lesson.